Hello everyone, I am Bill. This is my friend David, and tonight we're going to play Grimdark Future. You excited?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a new version of the rules released, version 2.2. Some very meaningful changes. So we're going to play by the book, no house rules tonight. We're going to play it literally as written, see how it goes. 2,000 points. We're going to have, you're playing...
Alien Hive?
Yep, and I'll be doing the Robot Legions. And your first time on the channel.
Yeah.
Thank you for agreeing to be recorded. Appreciate it. Okay,
No
let's go check out the armies. Let's courteously let the away team go first. 2,000 points of alien hives. First up, the Hive Lord. This is a hero. He has ambush, fear, flying, impact 3, got a bunch of upgrades, 2 sets of sword claws, so that's 6 total dice. In other words, a potential to do up to 18 wounds if everything goes correctly. Not to be trifled with. Got a doubled up unit of Soul Snatchers, so 10 models here. They've been given Razor Claws, and consistent with the general ideology of the Alien Hive ground troops, it's all about quantity. Grouped with them will be a Soul Snatcher Lord. This is also a hero, also upgraded with claws, and he is Psychic 1, so he'll be able to do some direct damage, some buffs, some debuffs, whatever's needed in the moment. Filling out the list at the end, a unit of 3 Hive Warriors. They've got their default equipment, Biocarbines and Razor Claws. Generally intended to be all-purpose, highly customizable units. They have 3 or 4 packages that are applicable to them, but for here they're just kind of filling out the numbers in the list. And lastly, 2 units of 20 models each, Assault Grunts. Legions of them. Again, quantity over quality here is the idea. Get in close and dice to shreds. By the way, I think this is a very rare case where a semi-gloss lacquer is appropriate on a miniature. Those are the alien hives. Now let's go check out the robot legions. And the good guys, 2,000 points of robot legions. We'll start out with the hero units. These are 2 technomancers. Each has been given regen protocol and solar protocol. So they're going to be dealing direct damage when they activate, and they're going to let their unit that they're grouped with regenerate on a 4-up instead of a 5-up. Speaking of which, they will be grouped with Eternals. So these are 2 units of 10 models each, and they've been equipped with flux rifles. Just a happy little army of the dead, or undead as it were. And then 3 Spider Walkers. Pretty simple. These have been given their standard antimatter cannons, which have blast 6. Considering we're going up against a lot of small infantry, that's the way to go. We don't need a lot of punchy, deadly weaponry. We need spread fire. Very simple, very few models in this army you might notice for 2,000 points. That is largely due to the point cost associated with the regeneration abilities. Alright, let's go to the table and get started. Here's our board for tonight, and this is terrain that we've made on the channel before, and it's placed on a Frontline gaming mat. This is Cobblestone Village, new release, 6x4 neoprene mat. Love these. If you're just getting into wargaming, battle mats with terrain are a great way to go. There's a lot of good brands, but I like Frontline, so that is what I recommend. Every piece of terrain, buildings, not rock piles, but everything else is terrain, and if the majority of the unit is on it, then it will get cover. The rock piles are difficult terrain. This makes it interesting because the aliens are going to have to slog through it. A lot of their fast units are going to have to be smart about where they deploy and where they move, because these slow them down to 6 inches regardless of their speed or what they're doing. There's very few of these tonight, but these crags, you get 1 inch for free. So moving vertically from here to here would only count as 1 inch instead of 2. From here to here, you're going to count 2 inches, so on. So at this point, we're going to place objective markers. We've placed 5 objective markers, 1 here, here, and then all in close quarters, 3 of them right there. They are 9 inches away from each other, so that's going to be an interesting triangle of death. Now let's roll off and see who's going to pick their side and deploy first. 4 for me, 4 for you, 6 for me, 4. Okay, and which side will I take for the Robot Legions? That side. I'm going to take that side over there. Aliens will be here. Now we're going to go and deploy. Deployment's done. Got the 2 units of infantry there and the 3 Spider Walkers here. Basically spread out to target and pick off those alien hives across the board. You did scout in some Soul Snatchers and the Soul Snatcher Lord that's grouped with them. More than 12 inches away from these guys here. Yep. Okay. assault grunts over here, starting in that difficult terrain. And then over here, the big guy who you chose not to ambush with, some hive warriors, and the final unit of assault grunts. Okay, so at this point, I started deploying first, which means that I will activate first. You ready?
Let's go.
All right. Checking line of sight on this walker here. I think he can see a majority of your hive lord. So we're gonna open boldly. He's gonna use less than his 9-inch move. Does have Strider, so he ignores the issue with difficult terrain, but just gonna hop on up, get within 3 inches to claim marker 4, and then fire at your hive lord. All right, antimatter cannon into him. 1 dice hitting on a 3. 3, good to go, and it's got blast 6. So I need 6 saves at AP 2. Blast 6, AP 2. What was your defense?
2, so saving on 4s.
Saving on 4s.
3 hits.
3 get through. He's down to 9 wounds, which is more than half, so no morale check is needed. And the spider walker is done.
Hive Warrior's gonna move up into this little crevice between these two.
Yeah, training their sights on him.
Yep, take a few pot shots at him, see if we can get his attention.
I got 9 dice coming in.
Hitting on 4s.
Saving on 2s. Good to go.
Okay.
Kind of scared of them. Their move is 9, which means they can charge 18, and right now we count it up. It'd be 2, 3, and 9 more. That's 14 inches to get in. So I need to get at least 4 inches this way so that I get out of their charge range. Okay, that's done. This unit rushed 8 inches, which means they will not be firing. Back to you. David was just weighing his options over here, and we realized, oh yeah, assault grunts do have Strider, so they could easily close in here or pass through here if they want to.
Alright, this Hive Lord sliding over, giving him some options next turn depending on what happens in this area.
The Spider Walker hopping up 8 inches to the point to be on lookout for everything that's coming down both these alleyways. Checking line of sight, he can see the back of that unit of assault grunts, but they are obviously more than half obscured, so we'll be shooting into cover. So hitting on a 4 because of cover, that's a 1. Miss, antimatter cannon goes wide and the bugs are spared.
Alright, the Alien Hive is making their move, trying to establish some presence in both of these markers.
Yeah, so with the 18-inch rush,
Rushing, yeah.
you're able to get up. He is within 3 inch, so you're going to claim that. You're going to conga line to make sure you get that one as well. So you'll be in control of 2 markers. That'll be it for them. Spider Walker hopping up here. And check in line of sight. Can see those grunts down there, but they're definitely obscured. So again, shooting into cover. Hitting on a 4. That's a 6. 6 saves AP2. Natural 6 is always successful.
4
Oh
hits.
wow, 2 of them. So 4 of them die. Alright, take it.
Splat!
Decided to go the long way around the corner. And now we have us a problem because they're kind of converging and I'm a little nervous. A little nervous. I'm not nervous. I work out when I get nervous, and I wasn't working out, so I must not have been nervous.
Well, you gotta choose. You gotta look both ways now.
This unit of Eternals hop forward 4 inches, and they're going to fire into those assault grunts. These are flux rifles, and they're hitting on 3s. Natural 6s due to flux add 2 hits. So these are all saves at AP 1. Saving on 6s. 2 saves, 8 die. Good. Good riddance. Okay, they're down to less than half, so we need a morale check. Okay, no fearless, so it's just a quality check. 5.
They're
Good to go. All right. So these assault grunts rushing. Going to claim marker 1. It's going to be 3 of them under your control, and I have 2 of them. And well, tripped over their feet. They'll set them up, and at that point, we're done with the first round, aren't we?
Yep.
Yeah, so we're gonna clear the activation token. So the situation right now, no casualties for me, bunch of bugs blown up for you. I've got 2 markers, you've got 3. All that matters is who's got what at the end of the game. So, No ambushers or anything. Are you regretting not ambushing with this guy?
Yes and no. He's all melee, so with it being real concentrated, I felt like I was wasting a turn.
Cool. So let's go to the top of round 2. I finished activating first in this round, which means I get to activate first in the next round. This is bad over here. I think they're a bigger problem than them right now, so I'm actually going to hop back with them and we're going to fire in. The move is made, but I forgot real quick. So when this was activated, this hero was within 12 inches of your Soul Snatchers, which means Solar Protocol activated. And that's going to do D3 automatic hits. So 2 automatic hits at AP 1. Ooh. 2 of them die simply because this guy like flexes his chest basically. Awesome. Real quick, so we just remembered you forgot you could use your psychic ability on him at any point in his activation. Forgot to do that last turn. We're just going to go do it now. Nothing has happened that affects any information. So you're trying to cast what? Overwhelm Senses?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
No.
Okay. No good. So first he's going to fire his energy staff down in. That's 3 dice, and he's hitting on a 3. 3 hits at AP 1. 1 save, 2 die. 10 flux rifles firing in. These are also hitting on 3s. Whoa, look at all those 1s. No natural 6s, so no flux. And these save at AP 1. Get through 4 more die. Alright. And we need a morale check on them. 4. Good to go. Alright. Good shooting. Alright, they're doing an about face and gonna charge on in.
Alright, we're hitting on 5. Natural 6s do 2.
Alright,
Reroll this.
Poison. Yeah, it's cocked. Reroll that.
Yeah.
Alright, after poison and all the extra hits and everything, we got a total of 8 saves to make. Any armor piercing?
No.
No armor piercing. So these are saving on 2s. Got 3 natural 1s. These will regenerate, and due to the Technomancer's ability, on a 4-up, they'll shard off the wound. 1 shrugs off, but 2 get through. 2 soldiers die. Now the robot's punching back. We got 8 of them plus the 1 for the Technomancer. These are all just plain close combat weapons and hitting on 3s. No armor piercing or anything, so we need this many saves. Saving on 5s. Oh, look at that. 4 saves, 1 gets through. So, who caused more wounds? You did, which means that I take a morale check. A 2. But that's okay, because they have Fearless, so that is actually a 3, which means we pass morale. Alright, so I'm not pinned.
Dead men fear nothing.
Yeah. And then on a side note, this objective is now contested. If the game were to end, no one would have it. Now we're just going to take a hot step back and unload into those guys. So first the Technomancer, 3 of them hitting on 3s. They all hit at AP 1 after 6s. Okay, 3 die. Then we've got 2, 4, 6, 8 rifles left. And we're looking for natural 6s. 1 of them, so that's going to add 2 back. And hit, that's not a great roll. 5 of them at AP 1. Okay,
Wow.
5 more die. And that's a morale check for them. Alright, morale has failed. So you have 1. He's pinned, which means he doesn't contest the objective. But I'm just going to have to waste time dealing with him later. Anyway, he's pinned. So, I was just thinking, we're in round 2 here. It kind of looks like it's going a certain way. I'm just wondering, tactics-wise, I think what you want to do with alien hives is you should have been just blitzing with all your units from the start. What that does is one of them's probably going to get toasted like this one did, but then at least the other's closer, and you just force the issue on me, right? So I think
Ambush probably would have been wise. I could always pick up an objective that way if I had to.
Yeah.
Last minute. I'm still at 3-1. I was kind of hoping to knock out.
That is true. Yeah, I move slow. 4-inch movement on most of this
I was kind of
stuff.
hoping to knock out maybe 1 or 2, so then your walkers would have to spread out. But we'll see.
Yep.
We'll see.
So, less moral of the story. I mean, you might win, but anyway, still, it seems you want to blitz. You want to all-out blitz with your ground troops with the alien hives. Hive Lord flying up 12 inches within striking distance. Okay, he's looking downrange, not going to move, but going to fire at these assault grunts here. So hitting on a 3, that's a 4. So I need, it's blast 6, so I need 6 saves at armor piercing 2. Those will be natural 6s. And you got 1 save, so 5 bugs explode.
They're gonna move up within charging range next turn. And just, you know, attempt a shot. Somebody without cover, so how about...
surveying their options right now, this Technomancer actually can be seen, and he's part of that unit, so they get cover, but technically they are allowed to shoot at that unit. This big walker would have no cover, obviously, and this guy, I don't know, if you wanted to pick him, I think we'd roll for it. I don't know if he'd have cover or not.
You know, 4s.
Yep, and on 4s they're shooting that walker over there. 5 through, saving on 2s. Got a natural 1, so that thing goes down to 5 wounds left. Hello. Alright, shooting. Antimatter cannon hitting on a 3. That's a 1. Nothing. Useless. Useless. Okay, and just looking at kind of a weird situation here, but they're going to charge up and engage this unit. They're not going around here. They're going to charge because I left a model up here. So as long as they can get within him, 2 inches of him, they'll be able to fight this whole unit. So that's what they're going to do. Including the vertical scaling, we think there's going to be 4 models within 2 inches of him by the end of it. So let's go ahead and do that move. Okay, that's done. And yep, looks like we got 4 of them that are slashing in.
Alright, we got 8 razor claws. Looking to poison, maybe.
7. Any armor piercing?
No armor piercing.
Okay, so we're saving on 2s. Use the majority. Oh man, alright. All of them save. And then punching back again, so I had to move these guys by up to 3 inches to get into base contact if possible. So I guess I moved them 3, but I can't get up the wall because the wall itself is 4 inches. So I move him this way, but only he gets to participate, so that's a 2. He misses. So no wounds caused, so no morale taken by anybody. Got 1 more spider, his antimatter cannon, going into this dude here. It's a 2. Misses. Okay, whole lot of nothing.
Survive another round.
Is that the end of the round?
No, I got the guys you...
Right,
Ironic,
so back over here, think about what you want to do with your psychic powers. You get to do it at any time during this thing's activation. So,
right.
What are we doing over here?
The psychic is going to shoot a psychic blast at your spider walker over there.
Okay. Yes, psychic 1, so you need to roll a natural 5 or better. Still good. Soul Snatcher Lord first. 2 razor pincers.
Hitting on 3s.
2 hits. 1 is 1 rend, so I got to save that on a 6. The other one saves on a normal. That saved. That did not. So I got 1 wound through. We'll try and regenerate it. It does not regenerate, so 1 goes down. And now his razor claws. 2 attacks, no rending. Both go through, saving on 2s. Both saved. Now your actual soul snatchers. So what are you rolling here?
Whatever the first one is, the pinchers.
Okay, these are their pincers. So saving on 2s. 1 gets through, regenerate, does regenerate. Claws. 4 dice with poison.
1, which becomes 2.
Yep. Saving on 2s. Saved. Right. So now I'm striking back, so I'm going to move... Oh, wait a sec. So I can't strike back because this unit struck back earlier against them, even though it was only with this model. This unit has already struck back. That's a combat for this round, so I don't get to punch back. So we're done there. You caused 1 wound, so I'm going to take a morale check. Morale's good. Alright, that's that. End of round 2, and just to help us remember what we've got, we've put these themed tokens on. So if the game were to end, you'd have those 2 as well as this one. The ranks have been thinned down considerably. A lot of dead bugs over there. Few dead soldiers for me. Those 2-up saves are a pretty big deal. In the post, we'll talk about tactics and, you know, what we might have learned. Anyways, we're going to go to the top of 3. This unit's going to move 4 inches this way because, assuming I can clear you out, I gotta have enough movement left in next turn to go back over and reclaim that objective. So 4 inches this way and then shooting. Okay, that move up is done. Now what's interesting, so this unit's on here, so they'll have terrain no matter what's shooting at them. So the question is, with them in the way, I'm not gonna be able to get around next turn, even with a rush. So that is a problem, and I need to rethink. I gotta think about which unit here I really want to shoot at. So thank you for reminding me. Solar Protocol went off. He flexes his chest, dealing 2 wounds to this unit. So those are AP1 saves. Okay, so 2 of them die, just from a solar burst. And then they are going to shoot up into this unit, into cover. The hero's energy staff first, so this is on 4s. Alright, 2 hits, that's AP1. Okay, 2 die. And then we got 9 flux rifles left, and these are hitting on 4s because they're into cover. Okay, 3 of these with fluxes, so that's adding 2 back there, 2 back there, and 2 there. So these are on AP1 as well.
Flux adds 2, so 3 total?
Correct. Yeah, 3 total on flux. 3 saves and 8 die. Okay. Good shooting. Morale?
They're understandably
Yes.
fearful of what just occurred.
Pinned. Yes. I knew it. Alright, he's gonna hop up and slice at this guy?
Yeah, he's coming death from above.
Very good. Let's dance this beers. Sword claws, hitting on 3s, 3 hits, armor piercing. 2. Alright, so I'm saving on 4s. Okay, 3 get through.
They are all deadly 3.
3 of them get through, and they're all deadly 3, which should do the... Yeah, he hits it, so yes. You didn't even need the other weapons. Alright, you rip him to shreds. Nicely done. You get to move up to 3 inches with this guy. Getting a little closer. So this unit here, these infantry are going to activate, and when they do, this hero's solar flare is going to target this guy here, doing D3. Oh, only 1. Okay, so I need an AP1 save. That's 2 failed. Alright, so just by being there, he blows that bug up. I've got that marker back for the nonce.
Ooh.
For the nonce.
Interesting choice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rifles and the energy staff. So, energy staff first. Those all hit. AP1 saves. The big dude.
Hive.
Yeah.
Alright, so saving on 3s.
And gets through. Through. He's down to 8. 2, 4, 6. 8 flux rifles. 8 flux rifles looking for natural 6s. None. Okay, so hitting on 3s. These are all saving on AP1.
So we're saving on 3s.
2 more get through. Alright, that puts him down to 6, which is half, so we will have a morale check from him, please. He's fearless, I assume.
Yes.
So he needs a 2.
Oh my god.
That's a natural 1. Oh no. Oh no. I hate that for you. I hate it for me. I don't want it to go that way.
Oh, looking for Psychic Blast. We're looking for 5 or higher. Oh. Okay. It's too bad. I could have taken him out in 1 shot. Let's do it.
Okay. Okay, they've charged in. They do have fear. My guys do not, so I have to take a morale check. That's a natural 1. So I failed my morale check. So I'm going to have minus... I think it means I can't strike back. So this is one of the changes for this edition of the rules. I failed that morale test, so I will get -1 to my attack rolls when I strike back.
Soul Snatcher Lord, Razor Pincers with Rending.
Razor Pincers, saving on... This has to save on a 6 due to the rend. Does he have poison also?
No.
Okay. Doesn't save. Does it regenerate? No, so a soldier dies.
Non-poisoned razor claws.
Okay.
One hits.
One hits. Save is good.
The razor pincers.
Alright. 2 and no natural 6s. Okay. Alright, they saved.
Razor claws.
Oh, and those all saves.
Wow.
Interesting here. You know,
They've done nothing.
quantity. That's what you need, I guess, is the aliens. You really gotta have quantity. You gotta have 40 dice coming down.
Right.
Yeah. Punching back on 3s, but it's on 4s because we failed the fear check. 2
The
die.
Psyker, take him down to 2.
And it's got fearless, right? He does, so you add 1. So that is a 3.
Passes,
So
okay.
he passes. Alright, he's good to go. He's gonna hop over here to take this objective back. We are at the top of round 4 now, and let's see what we've got. We just took this marker back for the robots. There's another one up there that's certainly within rush range of 18 inches for him. You could reclaim this if you use basically his entire movement to hop up there. He can move 18, right, and get that back. I'm blocked here. Even though they're pinned, I can't get enough movement around. So these guys aren't going to help with that objective. So that's how that side's going to have to play out. Over here, they could certainly get over to protect this one, even if I get something up. Doesn't matter. Any models within 3 inches means that it's contested. So that would be that, and then down here I still have this one. He's pinned, which means he has to burn his activation doing nothing. So this marker is basically mine. So let's go ahead and see how turn 4 goes. So you're gonna hop up there and try and contest that marker.
Right.
Okay.
Before I do that, I'm going to try another Psychic Blast again.
Okay.
At him, right?
Holy cow, so I didn't realize what Psychic Blast actually does. So target enemy unit takes 1 automatic hit with AP 4, Deadly 6. You're basically counting on that being a 1-hit kill for him. He doesn't have regeneration, so you're right. If you can pull off that casting, you need a natural 5 or 6 to do it, then yes, you would take him out. Wow, that would totally turn this game. Good call, dude. All right, let's see it.
I've been
You ready?
trying every time.
This is it. This is probably the game. Oh no! It looked like it might have been a 5. It looked like it did. Do you want to do it again, just for the camera? Just.
All right, but he's still moving to. What are we doing? Neutralizing it now?
Yes, moved up, so now it's contested. All right, man. Oh, I wish that would have worked. That would have been. That would have been
That's
awesome.
why I've been doing it 3 times in a row.
Yes, now I
Because
understand.
they're 1 hits for
Yes.
this.
That would have been
walkers.
sweet. He should have an option to upgrade to Psychic 2 or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Okay, my turn. So somehow you're better at this than me. David was just pointing out that if I move on to greener pastures and go get that one, I'll lose this one. At the end of the game, you're going to get that back, which is not optimal. So it is ideal to kill him. Okay, this unit has hopped over this way. Oh, and I forgot to do the Solar Blast again. They were within 12 inches of him at the time, so that's going to deal 1 AP1 save, please. Nope, failed. All right, so he's down to 1. Energy Staff on the Technomancer first, shooting into cover, so he's hitting on 4s. That's 4 hits at AP1.
Save it on 5s. And 2 hits, so he is dead.
All right, that was enough to do it. So he's down. The rest of their shots go to waste. But this is now going to be mine again. Interesting note, important clarification, you only check on ownership at the end of a round. So I don't have this one yet. I will at the end of this turn, which is turn 4. So if I move him up to get that one, I won't get this one. Okay, they're rushing, hopping over this building. It's just enough to get within 3 inches and contest that marker down there. I can't do anything else, but the marker is contested, so that's good. My turn. Over here, that's definitely less than 18, so he's going to run on up here and erase your stranglehold on that marker. Back to you. And for you, you're removing the pinned from them, which is all you can do for that. Back to me. So then I'm going to take him, rush, that's certainly less than 18. So he's going to rush up here and remove your stranglehold on that marker. From there, I believe you would just clear the pinned on your Hive Lord, and that is everybody. And they have not gone. So this unit here has not gone. They're going to go ahead and fire into this unit of warriors. The warriors are on the terrain, they're in cover, so first the energy staff is hit on 4s. We got 1 hit at AP 1.
So save on 5s.
Saved. And before I fire the rifles, which I forgot the solar again, so the solar protocol does 3 hits on them at AP 1.
So save on 5s.
Okay, 3 wounds get through. I think they're tough 3 each, so one of them dies. And now we've got 8 flux rifles firing up. These are hitting on 4s because of cover. So I need these saves on an AP 1.
Save on 5s.
4 wounds get through, 1 of them dies, 1 is left with 2 wounds. You could do a morale check, but it really doesn't matter at this point. So I didn't wipe them out, so that marker stays contested. Alright, well, that's the end of the game, and we have a contested here. Robot Legion's there, Robot Legion's had this one, Robots got that one. So that's 3 points for me.
0 points for me.
Alright, well, good game. That really did come down to turn 4, though. I mean, despite how lopsided it seemed there, like toward turn 3, that Psychic Blast, if that had gone off, the whole game possibly changes. You know? And if this pinned hadn't gone... that morale check, the one that he rolled, that completely changed the game, too. Those 2 little moments, which were both highly unlikely. Oh, man. But, good game. Yeah, any thoughts? We're just going to do post here.
Yeah, no, I thought it was good. I think I almost got it backwards, who to be afraid of on you. You know, the walkers weren't quite as tough as I thought. Especially given the fact that 2 of them missed their shots completely. And so, you know, I started by staying out of range, and then that actually... And then on the other hand, my melee did not work as well. You really have to have armor piercing if you want to slice up.
You do. Well, armor piercing or quantity.
Right.
Like we were saying, I think you got to close in faster so that you have more models doing the slicing and dicing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think I would have ambushed with the Hive Lord, get his talons in there. I mean, he only attacked once, but he took out a walker with that one attack.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah. And I also had my slower guys paired on one side.
Yep.
I think if I could have put like my 6 movements and a 9 together, so that the 9 could swarm and occupy you, and then the 6s had more time to move in, something like that. But yeah, some of it was bad rolling, but that always happens.
Yeah, there's some bad rolling. Tactics are really important, is what it boils down to.
Right.
I was pretty happy with my tactics, actually. I've been trying to get better. And that early retreat I did, for example, to get out of charge range, that was huge. If that whole healthy unit of Soul Snatchers gets in, they are toast, probably.
Well, and that was a really bad miscalculation on my part. For some reason, I had in my head that their charge was 12. So no matter where I put them, I was going to be out of range.
Oh, yeah.
So I was tucking them behind to hide. I should have put them right over here.
Yeah.
So that no matter where you went, I could have done that.
Yeah. Well, scout and fast. That's a guaranteed charge.
Right.
I mean, unless I move first. Which, yeah. So it's 10:30 right now. We played this game, including filming, and the fact that it's your first time playing this in many months. You and I played once before a long time ago, right?
Right.
I love this game because, man, we're both fathers of young children, and we're tired, and we're able to use these great models from Games Workshop, but play a game that is certainly not as deep or complex, and maybe more swingy, but still a lot of fun. So, Grimdark Future, if you're interested in wargaming, great free way to try it out. David, do you have anything to add?
No, just do it. Play it. Find someone to play with. Get into it.
And use Frontline gaming mats.
That's right.
Love them. Yeah. All right, man. Well, thanks again for coming over.
No problem. Thanks.
All right. And I'm Wylock, and I'll see you next time.